187, 13 people off. Hopefully by the end of the inspection, we will get up to 200, I can only hope. But anyways, that's enough yimmy yammer from me. I guess we can start now. We're going to move on straight to the most important thing, the reason why everyone is here, and that is medals. Sadly, I don't actually have the proper medal sheet, so I'm going to have to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to have to do this by individual regiments first, and then move from regiment to regiment, talking about the medals and so on. So I guess I'll start with definitely my favourite regiment, the 102nd, because you know I'm from there. So we'll start with the 102nd Army Combat Medals. Right, we've got a pretty massive chunk of people on this list. We'll start off by, I'm just going to go from top to bottom of the list that they've provided, and I'll quickly say what medal they have and what tier they're on. So we'll start off with Lance Sergeant Lord Praetus for the Army Combat Medals Silver, Sergeant Arc Histos with the Army Combat Bronzed, Lance Sergeant Lithium Ion Battery, Army Combat Bronze, Lance Sergeant Shaimon Lacasa for the Army Combat Bronze, Quartermaster Sergeant Ciliware, Army Combat Medal Bronze, Sergeant Gavin Invictus for the Army Combat Medal Gold Silver, Corporal Narnia, I don't even know how to say that, Corporal Narnia for the Army Combat Medal Bronze, Corporal Retaliate Morozov for the Army Combat Bronze Silver, Corporal GHH 1565 for the Army Combat Bronze. We then have Lance Corporal Messi Vietnam 1301 for the Army Combat Bronze, Corporal Aviator CXXL for the Army Combat Silver, and lastly, Major Icebox Official for the Army Combat Medal Gold Silver, and lastly, Corporal Silvery Stare Salt _6 for the Army Combat Medal Bronze. These people have been awarded, obviously, the combat medal for their great efforts in combat, fraggers. Most of them are elite soldiers of the 102nd, as we can all see. So I congratulate them for this achievement, and it's a medal well deserved. Let's give them a chanted 3, 2, 1. Chant. Alright, back to your position, fellas. Good job. Alright, on to the recruitment medal for the 102nd. We have Lance Sergeant Shaimon Lacasa for the bronze, Sergeant Archistus for the silver, Quartermaster Sergeant Mr. Win 78 for the silver. These three people have been awarded the recruitment medal for their great efforts in recruiting for the 102nd, the reason why it's so big in the first place. So good job to you guys. Great medal to show off. You guys can go back to your line. Next is the photography medal. I'll get a Lance Corporal Panther 29472 up for the bronze, Captain Master Will Player for the gold, and Kingsman, I'm not going to even try to say his name, but his nickname is Pumpkin, come up here for the bronze. These three people have been good with GFXs and their drawings and such, so big congratulations for you guys. You guys really show your dedication through taking time away in real life to draw wonderful photos and animate wonderful GFXs. Thank you guys so much. You guys can go back. On to pendants. This one's going to be a pretty long one. So I'm just going to read them from top to bottom. Starting off with the support pendants for the 102nd, we got Ciliware for the support bronze, Captain Luna for the support bronze, and then we have Ciliware again for the merit silver. Then we have lithium ion battery for the Army conduct bronze. Then we have Storm _OVO for the support bronze. Then we have Pumpkin for the conduct bronze. Lance Sergeant Linotto for the conduct bronze. Sergeant Archistos for the merit bronze. Quartermaster Sergeant 7012 Pan for the merit bronze. Quartermaster Sergeant Gut Sampson for the merit bronze, Lance Sergeant Samon Lacasa for the merit bronze, and Sergeant Evo skit kit for the Merit Bronze. Wonderful pennants to show off, and one step closer to that Army Gold Medal. You guys are good to go back. Thank you very much. Going on to the Regimental Award for the 102nd Regiment of Foot, the Royal Australian Award. We have Lance Sergeant Samuel Lacasa. This guy's getting stacked. Here's a new recipient. And then we have Corporal Aviator CXXL, recipient Lance Sergeant Linotto. Another one getting stacked, a recipient Lance Sergeant Z Cheesy Cheeseburger. Another recipient Lance Sergeant Lithium Ion Battery, another recipient, and Colour Sergeant Lieutenant _ Patrick, another recipient. Moving on to the gallantry medals for rankers who do no staff work, little rankers. We have Lance Sergeant Lord _ Praetors for the Army Gallantry Medal Silver, Sergeant Gavin Invictus for the Army Gallantry Medal Silver, and Corporal Fintatic with the Army Gallantry Medal Bronze. Where are they? Alright, you guys are very cool. Good job, little rankers, fragging. Very, very nice to see. You guys are all good to go back. And finally, for the 102nd, we have their 3 military orders. Can I please get Sergeant Major Devsbo to get up here for the Order of Honour? A excellent Sergeant Major of the 102nd, who is always up to any task regarding the regiment. That is very, very good. Major Iceblocks _ official, a long-serving member of the 102nd who's always been managing since they've become a staff member many years back. Very good recipient of the Order of Honour. And then Quartermaster Sergeant Sillyware, an aspiring member of the 102nd who's proven time and time again he is capable of creating and managing a new system within the regiment that's been able to provide a wonderful platform for the rankers. These 3 people have been awarded their military orders. So let's get a chant for them in 3, 2, 1. Chant. Very good to see. You guys are good to go back. Moving on to the next regiment, we will have the 60th Regiment of Foot. I'm going to start with the combat medals. I am going to get... Let's go for... Colour Sergeant, far out, you guys are going to give me a run for my money with these names. Colour Sergeant Hamazan 260110 for the Army Combat Silver. Lance Sergeant Mysteriously Gloomy for the Bronze Silver. Corporal AHHYS 49 for the Bronze Silver. Corporal YURIAKS 47 for the Bronze Silver. Quartermaster Sergeant 11JKJH for the Bronze. Lance Sergeant Ropey QWQ for the Bronze. Lance Sergeant Z_Lou, I hope I said that right, forgive me if I didn't, for the Bronze. Corporal ANG_6I for the Bronze. Corporal Antonius _ADN for the Bronze. Corporal Bacon 00 FAEE for the Bronze. Corporal Jones _Kathy for the Bronze. Kingsman Vietnam Pro 1039, shout out to Vietnam, for the Bronze. Kingsman William Von Boyd for the Army Combat Bronze. These people, great fighters of the 60th Regiment of Foot. You guys will single-handedly bring the 60th Regiment of Foot to greatness, and finally I should be able to see a good line to fight them. Very, very good to see. You guys are good to return back to the line. Good job, guys. Moving on to the photography medals for 60th. We have Sergeant J. Allen Yem for the silver. Sergeant, oh my holy moly, Sai Doka Tian. Sadoka. Where do you guys come up with these names? For the bronze. Lance Sergeant Monk Azaya 29 for the bronze. These 3 people, obviously photography. Yes, he knew I was trying to say their name. Thank you so much for understanding me. These guys, excellent people for drawings and stuff, so really appreciate it. I love looking through everyone's channels and seeing these cool drawings that everyone produces, so good job, guys. You guys can go back to your line. Thank you so much for your efforts. For the recruitment medals, we have 2 recruitment medals to give out. We have Lance Sergeant Ropey QWQ coming back up, and Kingsman William Von Boyd, both for the bronze tier medal. Thank you guys for showing up. Very good to see you guys keeping the 60th Regiment of Foot on track. That is really nice to see. You guys are doing super well. The 5th Brigade would be nowhere this size without the excellent recruiters we always produce. Good job to these guys. Recruitment is so important. Let's get a chant for these guys in 3, 2, 1. Chant. Very good to see. You guys are good to go back. Alright, moving on to the pendants for the 60th Regiment of Foot. Let's go for the conducts. We got Lieutenant Camper 8903 for the Army Conduct Gold. We got Sergeant Tanky 208 for the Army Conduct Bronze. We have Lieutenant Camper again for the Army Merit Gold. This guy is speedrunning for the Army Gold Medal. And then we have Quartermaster Sergeant Nico YJSP for the Army Merit Bronze. Then we have Cutler Sergeant Hasmian 260110 for the Army Support Bronze. We have Sergeant Sidoka Tim, I said your name before. You can come back up here for the Support Bronze. We have Lance Sergeant Mysteriously Gloomy. Thank you. Someone in 60th with a pronounceable name. Thank you for the Support Bronze. Then we have Ang_6I Support Bronze. Then we have Corporal O. My gosh. I am Australian, I speak English, so forgive me, my Asian counterpart. We have Zhao Sheng Guan 0925. I'm sorry if I butchered that, my Chinese soldier, I assume. For the Army Support Bronze. These people, obviously very well deserving of their pendants. Good job from them, guys. You guys are good, go back to your line. Moving on to the regimental decorations, we have 5 to give out. We have Colour Sergeant Meat Gaming YT 2002. We have Sergeant Sidoka Tim, get back up here, mate. Lance Sergeant JJZX_ZRX. And then we have Lance Sergeant Ropey QWQ, Lance Sergeant Z_Lou. All recipients of the King's Own Rifles Award, a very prestigious award within the 60th Regiment of Foot. As each regiment gets bigger, these decorations slowly become less and less seen, so it's now even more prestigious than it was before. It is very good to see you guys get these awards. Great job with your efforts to your regiments, and I commend you guys for that. Let's get a chant for these guys in 3, 2, 1, chant. Very good, let's go back. Alright, going on to the gallantries. We've got 2 gallantries to give out. We have Corporal Bacon 00FAEE for the bronze, and Corporal Jones _Kathy for the bronze as well. 2 loyal drinkers ready to shoot at a whim. They're not here today, obviously, so they don't even, I won't give them a chant. They're here in heart, I guess. Moving on to the main 2 medals that they got, we have 2 very important people of the 60th who have made themselves well known, probably very well known to the 60th and also well known to brigade staff. We have Colour Sergeant Yande_Chan. Why do you guys got to make these usernames? I sound weird saying them. Proving himself as a staunch and unwavering personnel within the 60th role. He would constantly uplift morale for the people around him, leaving a positive impact in his own way for the rankers, and every day he would continuously improve if some personnel have concerns. That sounds like a true recipient of the Medal of Virtue. Great job, mate. It is very good to see people like that. Lieutenant Camper 8903 for the Order of Honor. Obviously, we all know him. An absolutely important person, integral part of the 60th administrative duties. He's diligently worked his way through the 60th Regiment of Foot. I remember when he was this little staff, exactly like me, we were climbing through the ranks of each other's regiments, and he got his way through there by being an excellent administrative person. So great job, Camper. Good job, mate, for the Order of Honor. Let's get a chant in these guys in 3, 2, 1, chant. Very good to see. Thank you guys so much for your efforts to your regiment. I really appreciate you guys are good to go back. That's it for the 60th Regiment of Foot. Moving on to my Koreans. Scream if you love Korea. Let's get a chant for Korea. 3, 2, 1, chant. Oh, I love Korea. Alright, let's get the 58th Regiment of Foot up here. We're going to start off with their combat medals, the elite fraggers of the 58th Regiment of Foot. I'm going to get Sergeant Amazing DKF EWIL 024 for the gold silver. Lance Sergeant Train the Box with a silver. Why is the 58th Regiment of Foot usernames more pronounceable than the 60th? I thought it was going to be the complete opposite. But anyways, I'm very grateful for that, 58th. Thank you so much. Corporal CKJSA or CKJS DFLK for the bronze silver. Corporal Diddy Boy BB for the bronze silver. Lance Corporal Tam King TV2 for the bronze silver. And Corporal Pig _ Dwan 09 for the bronze. Fraggers of the 58th. Great fraggers of the 58th. You guys are an integral part in making 58th a valuable mixed line and a very, very important, strong mixed line as well. Thank you guys for doing your part for 58th. Let's get a chant for these guys in 3, 2, 1, chant. All right, you guys are good to go back. All right, let's go for the recruitment medals now. Another very important part to keep a regiment, especially a regiment like this, where they focus on one language, such as Koreans, is very, very difficult to recruit because you get a lower pool. So these guys put in a lot of work to make sure this regiment stays afloat. So I'll get Corporal CKJS DFLK to come back up here, Corporal Pig _ Dwan 09 to come back up here, and Lance Corporal Tam King TV2 to come back up here. You guys have deserved the most, and you guys are getting the bronze recruitment medal. Thank you guys so much for, you guys know I love recruiters. It's a very integral part to every single regiment. Good to see. Let's get a chant for these guys in 3, 2, 1, chant. Great job, guys. Keep it up. I really love seeing recruiters. You guys are good to go back. All right, let's go for the merit, for the pendants now. We will, oh my gosh, this guy, Lieutenant Colonel Kogus, to come up here for the merit pendant gold. A CO medal. I should void that. Sergeant Major Police SOYUL for the gold as well. Quartermaster Sergeant JAF DIK for the silver. Corporal DSAC _ Petal for the merit bronze. And Ensign Hooded Hat _ 1234 for the support gold. Ensign Mum PQL for the support bronze. Corporal Pig _ Dwan 09 for the support bronze. Kingsman Undertale 0228 for the support bronze. Captain Air for the Army gold medal, apparently. Wowee, I should have probably said that for their own, but my bad. He's getting his final medal, his final pendant for the Army Conduct Pendant Gold. Very good job. Let's get a quick chant for Airbet. 3, 2, 1, chant. Very good job, mate. And Lance Corporal Tam King TV2 for the Army Conduct Pendant Bronze. Very, very good. Many pendants given out for the 58th Regiment of Foot. Good job, guys. You guys are good to go back. Onto the military orders. We have Amazing DKFEWIL for... Oh, so this is the Gallantry Medal. My apologies. This is the Gallantry Medal. Amazing. Come back up here. You get the Gallantry Bronze. Good job, mate. Very important fragger. Ranker of the 58th Regiment of Foot. You're good to go back. Now onto their military order, which is going to be the Military Cross, which is going to be Mum PQL, Ensign Mum PQML. From the day on which the colours of the 58th Regiment were first unfurled, he was rendered faithful and devoted service to it with unfailing loyalty to the regiment by virtue of his diligence, perseverance, and extraordinary advancement in the art of command. He's attained a place amongst the regiment's foremost commands. Kogus, I fully damn know well you use ChatGPT for that. But anyways, mate, you're getting the Military Cross, mate, because you're a value part of the officer team for the 58th Regiment of Foot. Great job, mate. Really very nice to see the 58th go for this long on their own, and they're still growing. They're still chugging along, and I can't wait to see that regiment get 2 lines eventually. 2 Korean companies would be super nice to see. Good job, mate. Let's get a chant for this person. And 3, 2, 1, chant. Thank you very much, mate. You could go back. Right, onto the final regiment. One of the bigger regiments in the 5th Brigade. We got Brunswick. Let me just get a quick drink of water. I need a drink break. Alright, let's go. Of course, they've had to do theirs differently a little bit. Alright. Combat medals. Actually, no, I like this. They did it really well. Shout out to GTM for doing this really, really well. Private A-Man DD7 for the Army Combat Medal Bronze. Private, it's JJ Gaming A for the bronze. Private and 31 _ games for the bronze. Corporal Z _ monster for the bronze. Corporal AZ 1416 for the bronze. Corporal SPALDI 77 for the bronze. Corporal David _ the useless, jeez, for the bronze. Corporal White Car 233 for the bronze. Corporal Next Zishasha for the bronze. Corporal Jester Pro and Noob for the silver. Sergeant Raka 6792 for the gold silver. I think I've skipped someone. No, I didn't. Ensign Red October 23rd for the silver, and Lance Sergeant Major Avalon for the gold silver combat medal. Fraggers of the Brunswick Ducal Corps, thank you guys so much for being an integral part to make sure you guys stay elite. Probably one of the better companies in 5th Brigade by far. Good efforts out there, and it's really nice to see Brunswick come this far from the start of the year. Very good job. You guys are good to go back. Going down to the recruitment medals, my favourite part. This is what I like to see. Recruiters. Quartermaster Sergeant Commander Haikiri, come up here for the bronze. Lance Sergeant Yulia XSC for the silver, and Kingsman Private Hans 5 for the bronze. Recruiters. Super important, as I always yammer about. Let's get these guys a chant. They're so important to every regiment. 3, 2, 1, chant. Very nice to see. Good job, guys. Go back. So proud of you. Alright, photography medal. Let's go. Major GTM for the photography bronze. They probably already knew that. Private Andre _ games for the bronze. I love seeing drawings. I really do. I love seeing GFXs. I love seeing drawings. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work, guys. Let's get a chant for these guys in 3, 2, 1, chant. Good job. You good to go back. Let's go into the pendants now. Another nice part. Let's start off with conducts. Let's get Lance Corporal Ehan 19791 up here for the Army Conduct Bronze. Corporal Enzora Fail 09 for the Army Conduct Bronze. Corporal Crazy Bold 1 for the Army Conduct Silver. Sergeant Foka 2 for the Army Conduct Bronze. Ensign Arjuna.
Run, you dogs!
Sambo, are you still here? I think Sambo.
Rule Britannia!
Alright, I'm back, guys. Don't worry, I'm back. Alright, calm down. Arjuna PV 2 for the Army Conduct. Let's see, I'm lost pace. For the silver, Captain Nova Sinclair for the Army Conduct Gold. Corporal Waikar 233 for the Merit Bronze. Sergeant Sakato for the Merit Bronze. Corporal GDHHGHVGB for the Support Bronze. Lance Sergeant Eula XSC for the Bronze. Sergeant Foka 2 for the Support Bronze. Sergeant ADEC Fadlan 12 for the support bronze. Each of these people have been awarded for the various titles with the pendants. Good job, guys. Very, very nice to see. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Super, super good. Let's get a chant for them in 3, 2, 1. Chant. All right, very good, very cool. All right, going on to the regimental decorations for Brunswick. We got a couple to hand out. Corporal AZ 1416, Corporal Nzoa Fail 09, Corporal Crazy Bald 1, Lance Sergeant Eula XSC, Sergeant Foka 2, and Sergeant ADEC Fadlan 12. Holy moly, you guys are getting stacked. Good job. Regimental decoration, like I said, with 60th, you guys are very, very important parts of the regiment, and this is a very, very nice achievement to get. Good job, guys. Let's get a chant for them in 3, 2, 1. Chant. Very, very nice. For the Army Gallantry medals, we got 2 rankers getting them. Sergeant rankers, staff. Sergeant Sokito getting the Gallantry bronze, and Sergeant Araka 6792 getting the bronze as well. Good job. Good job to you both. Really, really nice to see. Keep up the good work, guys. Keep up the good fights. Make sure you guys keep on fragging out like you guys have been. It's very nice to see Brunswick improve so much. You guys are good to go back. Good work, guys. Onto the military orders. We have 3. Sadly, I don't really have a description of what they did, so we can just use the medals as a good example. But anyways, we get Sergeant ADEC Fadlan 12 for the Medal of Virtue. Very good job, mate. Get up here. Colour Sergeant Likely Aboose 221 for the Medal of Virtue as well. Good job, mate. And Major GTSM Gamer G for the Military Cross. Very, very, very nice. Good job, guys. Good job. Nice to see. Let's get a chant for these guys at 3, 2, 1. Chant. Good. That's really good to see. Appreciate it big time for your efforts to the regiments. This is exactly why you guys are getting these military orders. Keep up the good work within your regiments, and I like to see you guys get more of them. You guys are good to go back. This guy.
The condemned.
Dealt with. All right. Now, onto the even funner part. We got some promotions to hand out. Let me see. Let me go to my list real quick. Here it is. All right. We'll start off with the regiment that has the most, and that is the 60th Regiment of Foot. Can I please get Camper and Spiky to come up here real quick? Holy cannoli. You guys are getting promoted to captain. Excellent job, guys. Another rank done and dusted with. You are one step closer to becoming a senior commissioned officer. Great effort. Good job. Love seeing it. All right, let's get a chant for these guys. Let's get a chant for these guys. And that's chanted 3, 2, 1. Chant. Nice, nice. Good job, guys. Excellent work. I always see your hard work. Okay, get back here. Let me hype you guys up. Let me hype you guys up. Always see you guys doing the hard yards around the 60th. I always see you guys talking. You guys communicate. I really enjoy seeing it. So keep it going, boys. You guys can go form back up. Good job. Good job. All right. And then more from 60th. We got some commissions going. We got Officer Angelo commissioning from Sergeant Major to Ensign. Wow. Get up here if you're here. And then we got BZSTAJL going for their commission. I believe that's the China CO. Yes, it is. Get up here as well. You guys are now going to get commissioned to Ensign. Great work, good effort, and also it's just nice to see more officers in 5th Brigade, something that we desperately need more of. This is what any of you rankers can become by doing plenty of staff work and helping your regiment grow like these people have. Good job. Let's get a chant for them in 3, 2, 1. Chant. Good to see more officers. Good to see more officers. All right, you guys are good to go back. On to the next regiment I got. We got 58th. Can I get Hooded Hat _1234 and Mum PQL to come up here as well? These guys are getting promoted from Ensign to Lieutenant. great effort they've been doing for the 58th Regiment of Foot. It's staying on course, staying on track, and eventually I guarantee you, with the guidance of these officers that they have been producing, they will reach their 2 lines within no time. Good job, guys. Let's get a chant for them in 3, 2, 1, chant. Very good, you guys, good job. Finally, we have one more promotion from the 102nd Regiment of Foot, and that is PaintVictores, from Ensign to Lieutenant. Paint, get up here. Get up here. Our little flag ensign from the 102nd. They've been a regiment that has been growing so quickly as the 102nd. We need little flag guards so I can scream at them and abuse the shit out of them. And this is the person who sends me the flag guards to abuse. So I thank them for all their efforts and making sure flag guards become good flag guards. Alright, let's get a chant for PaintVictores from getting promoted from ensign to lieutenant. 3, 2, 1, chant. Good job, mate. Good job, mate. Get that KC. Get that KC. Alright, that is all the promotions done. I didn't have any submitted from Brunswick, and I think when I spoke to them, they didn't really have any yet. So that's that. But other than that, I think I don't have anything else. I don't know if there's any important people that are higher ranked than me that have anything to say. If they do, say it now. Nope. No important people care about 5th Brigade. Most importantly, guys, 210 people rally. That is amazing, guys. That is very, very good. Very good turnout. Great job, guys. Great bloody job. Thank you guys so much for attending this inspection, and I hope to see you guys at the division ceremony, which will be in 2 months, I think. So we are the highest rallying brigade in the BA, by the way, guys, so give yourselves a pat on the back. Alright, as do not spam the medal department. Alright, don't ask them where your medal is. They'll be done soon. Wait patiently, alright? Patience is key. Other than that, officers, feel free to take over your regiments, go back to your communication centers and figure out where you guys got to move to. I'm going to send a message through TeamSpeak where each regiment has to send their guys to. So good job, guys. Excellent work. Let's get a chant in 3, 2, 1, chant. Good job. Alright, let's do a little fire. Let's do a fire. Everyone aim up in the sky. Aim up. Oh, jeez. Okay, thank you, artillery. Thank you so much, artillery. This is why I will never try and get battles for artillery.